Welcome to Boys episode 197. This is our second episode back in the space, back in the saddle.
It's the SIS, second in studio.
Oh, I like the sis.
Yeah, but not that way.
Right.
Like sister.
I'm Robbie Ray.
I'm Joshua Jack.
And we are here today with a very, very special episode. We're going to try to keep it a little more lighthearted this week.
Yeah.
Last week, we touched on a lot of things going on in the world. And let's be honest, a lot of things going on in the world are shitty. Mm-hmm. But this week, it's all about the laughs. Hopefully.
Here's my thing. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not slowing down. Apparently, there's another spike of corona just right around the corner. So, I'm not saying stick your head in the sand, but, let's just try to be a little jovial.
I say, Frankie says relax. Robbie says relax. Just relax.
Chillax.
Fight for your cause.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up for what you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, take a chill pill. That's what I always like to say.
Wow.
Anyways, we're going to get right to the show. But first, a little bit of advertisement.
Yeah.
Boys Podcast. It's a hub of all things boys. There you will find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as that golden donate button. You like what you hear every week? Smash that button. Thrash that button. Do it.
I thought you were going to say gash that button.
Oh, damn. Make a dash to that button.
Make a dash to that button. Put cash in that button. There you go. That's a good one. Boys is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube. Leave a review on iTunes. Anywhere you can leave a review. Subscribe on the YouTubes and other subscribable subscription-based services. It lets you know what we're doing, and it keeps you up to date on boys.
Email us, boys@boyspodcast.com. Send us some feedback. Put your physical address in the bottom of the email. We'll send you out some free stickers. Sent some out last week. Mm-hmm. I'm all caught up. It feels good to be caught up, but I like a challenge, so email us. Show ideas, guest ideas, topic ideas, concerns, criticism, whatever you want to send our way, email us, boys@boyspodcast.com.
Thanks to our sponsors, Anthem, anthembrewing.com.
Crisp.
Oh, that was
So
crisp.
crisp.
That was like a perfect crack of the Anthem. Located at 908 Southwest 4th Street here in Oklahoma City. They're reopened, baby. Go get you a beverage. It's summertime. It is officially, by the time you hear this, summer has officially begun.
Summer is here.
We'll get into that a little bit later, but they have a wide selection of beers on draft. If you haven't noticed, they've overhauled their entire, what's the word I'm looking for? Not vision, but their
branding.
brand.
Their branding.
They've rebranded. Sharp, crisp, beautiful. It's a new day, new
Hip,
era.
modern,
Very modern.
eye-catching. It's a good rebrand if you ask me. And listen, I know a thing or two about brands.
They call you Robbie Rebrand.
That's right. They do. Maybe we should rebrand Boys.
Something hip and modern?
Something like real modern, like with some Pantones,
I'm into that.
some rhombus.
Maybe we could change our intro song to maybe something a little more like vaporwave.
Like, Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Maybe I can get her on Fiverr. Check him out on anthembrewing.com, fatbison.com. You've heard us say his name. If you haven't, it's fatbison.com. He makes beautiful wooden signs and furniture to go really anywhere. A sign for a campsite. It is summertime. A piece of furniture for your cabin. Maybe a nice little end table that you put on the porch. And then he might even make you a nice little, what are those things? I don't smoke.
A cigarette?
Ashtray.
Ashtray.
A cigarette containment
A cigarette disposal vessel.
I'm going to pull a pin in this for a second. We used to talk a lot on the podcast about butt mugs, and I finally figured out that's what it is.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's a thing you put and you used to hang it from your inside of your car because you didn't have a place to put your cigarette butt.
Yeah, not all vehicles are created equal. Some of them do not have an ashtray anymore. Some of them don't have cup holders.
Which is weird.
My new truck I got, 4 months ago, it has 6 cup holders.
That's so many.
So many. I only need 1 or maybe 2 cups tops.
Do they have the ones that have different sizes? So if you want to get like a big gulp or a 44 ounce?
Sure. It accommodates all sizes from the mug to the jug. All of them.
Is that what it says in the pamphlet?
I just made that up.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm working on a rebrand. for cup holders.
Champion Vintage, champion_vintage OKC on Instagram. And lastly, Manscaped.
Listen here. If you were listening to this podcast stuck inside your home, maybe for a second time, with your significant other, I want you to pay close attention. Today's sponsor, Manscaped, can help you make the most of your time together. Manscaped promotes clean hygiene when it comes to shaving your balls. It's time to quarantine. Maybe it's time to quarantine again. I don't know. This is still topical. We're coming around. We might need to get a new Manscaped read pretty soon, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, Manscaped and chill.
Very true. I'm going to go back to your intro real quick. Let your partner shave you.
Oh.
Have you ever done that?
I'm not into shave play.
I have shaved a vagine. I've not had someone shave me, though. That could be interesting.
Yeah, try it out. Let us know. Let us know. Do it, Josh. That's your homework for
Get
this
sexy in the summer with Manscaped. It's the only men's brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming and hygiene. You're probably spending more time than ever with your significant other. And let me tell you, got to keep it clean down there. They will know if your shit, A, stinks.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, the hair makes it smell bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes with 2 fantastic liquid items that keep your balls smelling fantastic. The 3rd generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to prevent manscaping accidents. We've heard about them. We've had them. By God, save your nuts.
I'm talking from experience, dude.
If you know what I mean. Subscribers get a new replacement blade refill for your lawnmower trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months, making sure your trimmer always stays fresh and clean.
Get 20% off and free shipping. You heard that right. Free shipping with the code BOYS, BOYS, at manscaped.com. Again, that's 20% off with free shipping. Use the code BOYS. Very important. BOYS. Most people are loading up on toilet paper. Maybe not so much anymore. Again, update the read, Josh. I'm loading up on Manscaped products, all right? Help your relationship out during the quarantine. Your partner, your body, and your balls will thank you. I got to go shut up these dogs. I don't know if you heard them. They're barking the entire intro. Apologies for that. On with the show. You know, they call me the ice cream man. And I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
I've been getting into a new habit.
What's that?
I'm trying to put on a few LBs.
Really?
Yeah, just a few.
Like
Felt like I slimmed down a little bit, and then I felt like I was kind of looking a little too slim.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what, I could put on like 5 or 10 pounds, just, get that summer weight going, get that summer bod.
Well, that's what they say, yeah. Like, most people are trying to lose weight, like the whole beach bod and, get lake ready, even though, I mean, I guess people are going to shit now. So, yeah, but most people are trying to get their beach bod. You are the opposite.
Not that I'm like rail thin or waif skinny or anything, but I can fluctuate quite a bit. And right now I'm on the lower end, but I kind of want to get back to the middle. So
get back to that large.
Yeah. At night, I've been eating ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
In bed.
Whoa. Okay. Now, are we going like talking still in the pint?
No.
Okay. Like in a bowl?
No.
What are you kidding, my friend?
In a cone.
Oh, you going to the B-Roms?
I'm going to Brahms.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting, at one time we had all 3 cones that they offer. We had the classic cake.
Yeah.
We had the small waffle.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the oversized big waffle.
I think that's the best.
You think the big waffle?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I like the little waffle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's the perfect treat. It's the size of a treat. If I eat the big waffle,
it's a meal.
I'm like, man, this is a lot of cone, a lot of cream.
It's a big cone.
It's a big cone to fill. The small waffle, and I have a method. Mm-hmm. We used to work at Brahms.
Got to square dip it.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
You do a square dip, and I'm gonna let you in on a little insider information. Josh, you know this, but this is for our listeners. When we worked at Brahms, when we were 15, 16 years old, all their ice cream came in these big square tubs. Like cardboard, right?
Yeah, it was kind of gross if you think about it.
It was totally
like
gross.
Prison.
And it was like, rations or something, or like, what do they call that? Government cheese. But it would come in these cardboard square cubes. Mm-hmm. And there was a method to getting the perfect scoop. Mm-hmm. And that method was called square dipping. Mm-hmm. And let me explain. envision the cube in front of you. You know, you take the lid off the cube and you're working your way down to the bottom, layer at a time.
Yeah.
What you do, step one, you start at the upper left-hand corner. You take your scoop, you hold it at a 45-degree angle. You rake that scoop from the upper left to lower left. And then you turn that joker, what is that, 90 degrees? And then you do a cross.
You make an L.
So you make an L.
Well, a reverse L, but yeah.
And that L, no, that's the right
That's
L.
an L. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But once you do those two moves, you get the perfect serving of scoop size.
And then for your next one, you just reverse it.
You do a 7.
Do a 7. Yeah.
So you make a square. Yeah. And what that leaves is a plateau of ice cream in the middle
every time
of the cube. And you got to watch your depth. You got to watch the depth because you don't want an uneven plateau.
You can really dig in there too much. I would always dig in there too much because I always thought that Big Brom was Mr. WH himself. He was skipping a little. You're not getting a whole lot of ice cream with a square tip. It's thin. It's a thin layer that's rolled up into a ball that looks like a lot, but it's
hollow.
It's a hollow little ball.
So you're digging deep.
I was a deep digger.
You're a heavy-handed square dipper.
Yeah.
So then after you do your L and your 7, there's 2 more crucial steps.
Okay.
You take your plateau, you start at the upper left of the plateau, and you make 2 vertical, I guess you'd say, scoops, and that's scoop number 3. That leaves you with half the plateau left. You do 2 more vertical scoops, basically left to right. That evens out the plateau. You have 4 perfect scoops of ice cream. You can square dip in a small thing.
Like a small, they do come in like rectangular.
Well, they used to be pints or half pints. I think they're a little bit smaller now. But yeah, they're somewhat rectangular. So you can do a modified square dip.
Yeah. Nice.
Right. A rectangle dip.
A tangle dip.
So that's what I do. And let's say we're going back to the small waffle.
Sure.
You don't just grab a big old scoop and stick it on top and hand it off.
No.
Then you got a hollow cone. Yeah. So what I do is I chip away just a few little shards of ice cream, and I pack that cone, dude.
Yeah.
Pack it good. Then before you add your top scoops, you flip over that official Brahms ice cream scoop, like those old heavy metal ones.
Oh yeah.
Not this newfangled bullshit with the lever.
No.
No, this is like a cast aluminum dip.
It got some fucking weight to it.
It does. Like you could break a window with it
easily.
So I pack the cone. Then you flip that joker upside down and you use the dark side of the scoop, like the back side, and you make a divot.
Yeah.
You press down on that packed cream and you make a divot. That way your first external scoop sits in the cone perfectly.
That's genius.
Then I get another scoop and I double scoop it. 2 scoops. 2 dipped scoops.
That's a lot. I never understood the double dip. That's just, I've never been an ice cream
Right,
guy,
yeah.
but you're an ice cream man.
Oh, dude.
That's
what they call me.
Is there a better summer treat? I don't eat ice cream, but is there a better summer treat than a scoop of ice cream?
I mean, ice cream's hard to beat. It's a treat when you eat in the heat.
Very true.
I will say this, though. I would say in the last few years, I've recently rediscovered an Otter Pop.
What's the Otter Pop?
Just a classic popsicle. In the plastic, you cut the top, you pop it out.
Oh, yeah, the Otter Pop. The flavor ice if you're the poor kid.
Yes. They come in a variety of colors.
Yeah.
Yellow, pink,
orange,
blue,
green,
purple,
red,
clear. No, that'd be gross.
That's ice.
Yeah,
that's just ice.
That's just ice. The Otter Pop, man.
Yeah.
You get you a freezer full of those. I mowed the yard this weekend. I took my time. I did a beautiful job. When I was done, I went to the freezer, grabbed an Otter Pop.
Just peeled it.
No, I sliced the top. Oh. I cut the top because then you kind of
No, I mean, but it's on a sleeve, right? Of
yes, it is.
And you just
yeah, totally.
Tear that joker off.
Yeah, rip it off there, cut the top, and then you kind of jelk it out. You know,
yeah. Like you're squeezing the final bit of cum out of your dick.
I was gonna say toothpaste, but either way,
it's a blue episode.
We like what we eat, but you pop it out. Yeah. And dude, I was eating that Otter Pop. I think I had a blue one, which I think is blue raspberry.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that on the back porch. I was sweaty. I was hot. I had already kind of downed some water to kind of regulate my internal temps. But I enjoyed that blue raspberry otter pop on the back porch as the sun was setting in the golden hour. And
beautiful.
dude, even though it wasn't quite summer yet, it felt like summer.
Yeah, it's getting warm.
I was a real boy of summer on the
that's
back
awesome.
porch.
That is so awesome.
When's the last time you had a popsicle? And I'm talking your classic sleeved sickle.
Dude, it's been a long. I can't remember. I'm not a big. I'm not a treat guy. But last night. I was folding the laundry, doing a little bit of laundry, and it's close to 9:00 at night. But the sun is not going down yet.
Night owl.
Night owl. Hello. And I hear that telltale sound. Just going down the street.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, "Squeeze me? Is that the ice cream man?" And the inner child in me got excited, even though I don't eat ice cream. But I got excited for the kids. And then I look over at the clock and I go, "Bitch, it's 8:30. What you doing?"
Yeah, these kids should be in bed.
Well, it's Corona time. Maybe
Not eating ice cream.
they're not. They're on vacation. They've been on vacation for the past 2 months.
That's
So
true.
maybe that ice cream man knows something we don't know.
Or maybe he knows there's some stoners in our neighborhood.
Probably.
You know, like 8:30 is exactly 4 hours and 10 minutes after 4:20. They're going to be lighting their next bowl.
And they're going to be hungry, but not hungry enough to eat a meal. But, dude, a Ninja Turtle, like popsicle, be dope.
I haven't had anything from the ice cream man in many, many years.
Well, next time he comes around, you got that little one. Take her out.
Yeah, I
Get
will.
Get yourself a treat.
I'll be dad of the year for the cost of how much are they? $3?
$3-4.
Yeah.
I remember being a little fat kid and just running my little chubby legs to that ice cream man with my friends, and they would all get their thing, and I would get the one that looked the coolest,
Right.
like the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, because it's not like scratch and sniff or scratch and lick. You're just going to pick what looks cool.
Yeah, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, I'll get whatever the fuck that is, please. And then you hold it. It doesn't look anything like it does on the thing. The eyes are all off. And
Always looks a little challenged.
yeah, it looks a little knockoff.
Yes,
Little
discount.
knockoff or discount version. And I would just sit there while my friends would lick their lollipops and their their ice cream cones and all that kind of shit. And I'll just sit there and it would just melt down my chubby little arms.
Were you licking your wrist in your back of your hand?
I didn't like ice cream.
Oh.
I just wanted to look at
You
it.
just wanted to sit with it.
I wanted to sit with something that was cool, and my
Yeah.
parents are getting pissed because they paid $3.
And that's $3 in 80s money.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot more money.
But no, I heard that ice cream man, and I was surprised that it still gave me that joyous feeling of childhood in the summer. And we're on that.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me.
I used to kind of have a fantasy, a pipe dream, if you will, of being an ice cream man. But let's be real.
Now, was that because of the cold chamber video?
Yeah, totally. Actually, a little bit. It's 2020. We got cities burning, riots in the streets,
Yeah.
Corona, countries on fire, whether it's Australia or the good old USA. How much does an ice cream man make an hour? And is your vehicle provided? Or do you have to rent your vehicle as part of the ice cream pyramid scheme?
Like a hairstylist. Like you're renting a booth,
Right.
but you're renting a van.
Van
maybe.
space.
Or are you like a taxi driver?
Is it a franchise?
Right. There used to be one that was like Sunny Bird or some shit like that, had like a rabbit as like the logo or something. Remember that?
Blue Bunny?
Blue Bunny.
Something like that? Kind of like the Schwans, man?
Well, they were vying ice cream man. Like they were always in like vans.
Okay.
Which is kind of creepy.
Now, is this van, I'm picturing it yellow and white.
Yellow and white.
Got the billboard on the side.
On the side. I never really saw one of your classic ice cream men with like the Today video where it's like a truck.
Right.
I never saw that.
No, it's like an old Econoline.
Yeah.
Like a short, chubby one.
Which is something to
Stubby
do.
one.
But it's also something, it's a good cover if you want to kill people.
That is true. And my experiences with ice cream persons,
Ice cream people.
it's never, how do I say this?
There's always a hint of sketch.
Yes,
Right?
yes. It's never the valedictorian.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's always somebody you wouldn't expect to go into that vocation. You know, you see like Leave It to Beaver episodes or shit like in the 50s and 60s where the ice cream man was like, this guy had like a white hat and then a matching shirt and pants and then like a bow tie.
The good neighbor guy.
The good neighbor
Hello,
guy.
children.
Yeah. And now it's just fucking Steve.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
like
Steve-
some dude in like a ratty fucking Limp Bizkit t-shirt selling you bomb pops.
Steve, the ice cream man, stopped by my house probably 4 years ago. I didn't enjoy an ice cream treat, but I did purchase an ice cream treat.
Sure.
For someone, and Steve was fucking stoned. And this is before medicine, legal weed, whatever you want to call
So
it.
he was driving around impaired.
Dude, that to me sounds torturous. You're stoned and you're driving an ice cream truck. Are you going to eat your profits? Do you get a shift? Do you get a shift snack?
A shift snack?
Yeah. Do you get a shift cone?
You could pick one. Only under $5.
Right.
None of the anything over $5 you can't get.
It's got to be on tier 2 or tier 3. Nothing off tier 1.
I don't know why Bernie Sanders is all of
I
a sudden
know,
like
yeah.
the supervisor
Yeah,
of the
ice cream socialist. But so I would ask you what your favorite ice cream treat was growing up, but you didn't eat it. You just looked at it.
I just looked at it. I was a big fan of the ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, dude, I still can fuck around with an ice cream
I
sandwich.
can put down an ice cream sandwich now, but it was just that the 2 layers of chocolate outweighed the ice cream in the middle for me that I could kind of get over it. You know,
I feel you.
Like I didn't want that ice cream, but I wanted that chocolate.
Right. A wet Oreo, basically.
A cold. And that's another thing I never understood. The frozen treats that were like the Snickers ice cream bar. I mean, why are you fucking up a good? And now that's me saying that. I'm sure you guys are listening to me going, you're fucking insane.
The Snickers ice cream bar is fucking dope.
Yeah.
I used to buy them 2 at a time.
And eat them 2 at a time?
I'd throw them in the freezer. I'd eat one a little later as like a revisit, like a reprise, a snack reprise. So good. The Snickers ice
Snack
cream bar
sequel.
fucking rules. And you can throw any old candy bar in the freezer.
Yeah. But you don't have that ice cream in it.
This one's got ice cream in it.
Bitch.
Dude.
Now, okay, was it, again, never had one. You would have thought the fat kid I was, I would have enjoyed all of it. But was it the same size as a Snicker, or was it just a little larger?
It was slightly girthy, a little more girthy. It was about the size of like a king size Snickers, but maybe just a little bit bigger around.
Okay, a little
Yeah.
taller.
But
to fit that ice cream in there.
yeah, I mean, got to make room for the ice cream. But it's basically by and large the same size. But yeah, dude, there's so many good treats to choose from, and I'm so glad we're talking about this. You know, summer's in the air, it's hot,
Yeah.
dude. I'm gonna start kind of at the lower tier. You got the Bomb Pop.
Yeah, that's something that everyone can kind of go to, whether you're a chocolate fan or a sweet sour fan. Like the Bomb Pop it's just refreshing. It's like a cold glass of water on a hot day.
Yeah, or like Kool-Aid.
Yes.
You know. Okay, let's kick it up a notch. The Astro Pop, red, white, and blue.
Okay, what was the difference in that and the Bomb Pop?
The Bomb Pop was just.
Oh, it's just like the thing. Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
and I could be wrong. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure the Bomb Pop was just like assorted, or maybe,
Plain, it was like a plain.
or maybe the Astro Pop and the Bomb Pop are the exact same thing.
And it's just different
Marketing.
marketing. Well, what was the one that just looked like a? Forgive me for going death here, but it looked like your classic tombstone. It was just like a stick and then like a thing that like flat bottom
Yep.
and then like the oval top.
Yeah, it looked exactly like a tombstone. Sometimes covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
Sometimes with dual sticks.
Oh, the
You
dual
could break them apart. Okay. I wish we had our looker upper here. We'd
We'd know what that was.
We'll figure it
I think that might be the Bomb Pop.
maybe so. Then you got your Push Pop.
Yeah.
I remember like Flintstones ones.
And those were like sherbet, right?
Orange with a little bit of cream
The
inside.
creamsicle. Dude, I ate the shit out of those.
Those are
I
fucking
liked
tight.
those.
Dude, a Dreamsicle to this day is one of my favorite flavor combinations of all time. The orange, the tart, the slightly bitterness of the orange with that delicious cream. Fucking love it, dude.
So good. The Flintstones was the best.
Then let's step it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what this one's called. Oh, it was right on the tip of my tongue. Much like I wish an ice cream cone was. Maybe later. The Okay, waffle cone, vanilla ice cream, dipped in chocolate with nuts on top.
That's just called the dip cone, baby.
No, it's called something because they sell them in packs.
Oh, the not nutty. Is Nutty Bar, is that an ice cream thing?
Maybe I don't think.
I know
so.
what you're talking.
Damn,
I can
can't
see
think
the
of it.
box.
Yeah,
I can see the box with the nuts sprinkled on top of it, and there's a Coach for some reason on the box. Is that right?
The blue. Growing up in Oklahoma, and I don't know. I mean, I know now Bluebell's like a worldwide company, or at least nationwide. But
Yeah.
when we were kids, I always thought Bluebell was from Oklahoma.
Yeah, me too. I always thought like a local thing, like you can only get it here, and then no, it's everywhere.
Again, clever marketing. But yeah, they always had weird people on the boxes. Like, yeah, the coach or like the young cowgirl or like the construction worker.
See, I always remember, yeah, okay.
It was the village people.
Yeah, I always remember like the Coach with the blue windbreaker and the blue hat that said Coach on it. And he's holding one of those fucking dual sticked bomb pops pretty much.
That's how you know he's a coach. It says so right on the hat.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, he could not be a coach. It looked like a shitty Halloween costume.
Totally.
I think he had a whistle too.
You
gotta have the whistle.
You have to indicate that you're giving commands and coaching people. How would you know if you didn't have a whistle?
But what that picture tells me, what you're trying to sell me, is that my coach is going to provide treats
No.
after the game.
Listen, after you get ruled out and your shitty baseball team loses 17-0 in the 4th inning, the best you're going to do is get a suicide drink.
At the stand,
Yeah.
at the game.
Yeah. That was my favorite part of baseball. I was never really that good at baseball. I played for about 4 years. I was okay at best.
Yeah.
But that run from the dugout to the treat shack.
concession stand, yeah.
Okay, that's better than treat shack. Yeah, concession stand. Thank you. That was my favorite part of the night. Heading down to the old treat shack.
Yeah, and you get, a suicide, which is a mixture of. Then they usually had like 3 or 4 things on on tap.
Yeah, your classic 4-up.
And it was usually like a Dr. Pepper. There's always a Dr. Pepper, a Coca-Cola or Pepsi product, one of those two. And then there was a Mellow Yellow Mountain Dew-esque type.
What's that last one? I got it in my head. What's the last one?
Mellow Yellow Mountain Dew and shit.
Some sort of fruit pop.
Oh, the last one. Yeah, like a
Strawberry Fanta.
Yeah.
Or like an orange
Yes.
drink, you know?
High C or some shit. Yeah. And then
Usually carbonated.
yeah. Get them all.
Looking back, though, I remember drinking those suicides. Fucking gross.
Yeah.
It's such a stupid fucking kid thing
It's a dumb kid thing for sure.
to mix 4 to 6 drinks. Just drink a fucking Coke, you little shit.
But if they're free, it's you being like, yeah, like when Gross Out was cool.
Right.
It was cool to gross your friends out by doing that, or like eating a worm, you know?
Yeah, or swallowing their cum, whatever you do.
Whatever
it was so
you do.
weird. But here's my adult brain goes, okay, I'm gonna get a 20-ounce soda. I can either get one delicious soda or a little bit of 4 that come together to create gray water, gray carbonation that just tastes like ass.
And it's gonna come in that paper cup, not a styrofoam, like that paper Coke cup.
Yeah, kind of had a little waxy on the outside.
Yeah, and as soon as you squeeze it, it's done for.
The lid pops off. You spill it in the back of your dad's truck. Next thing you know, you got a black eye.
Now, okay,
me.
the suicide is disgusting, but for some reason, mixing, I don't know, Coca-Cola and some vanilla-based beverage is totally fine.
They're kind of going off the charts with that these days.
Yeah?
I saw one the other day that was an orange Coke, and I was just like,
Let's mix in that fucking like that orange Fanta or a slice or not high C. I keep saying that.
dude,
Sunkist and Coke.
Slice. I haven't thought about Slice in a while. You also had like maybe a Welch's grape,
Oh yeah.
Welch's
What was the
strawberry.
grapefruit one? There was a grapefruit soda.
I don't know.
Knee high?
I mean, Knee High had a lot. They had they had peach, and then they had the cream soda that was bright blue.
Yes. Okay. I
Turn your
will
shit
say
green.
of all soda, of just your basic sodas, I'm going to say the soda of the summer is a cream soda.
Soda
Either an
of
A&W
the
cream soda or an IBC cream soda in that glass bottle. You know, you're riding your bike to the corner store with your friends. You ride up and you just leave your bike out there knowing no one's going to steal it because it's 1992.
Simpler times.
Simpler times. And you go and you get yourself that one friend goes and is ballsy and gets that Jolt Cola. And you go, I don't know about that. You get that ice cold IBC.
I could see that a cream soda could be the soda of the summer.
It's
for
just
sure.
for you. And you get out in can you want me to open it for you? Because you don't have a bottle opener. You're 10.
Right.
And he opens it on the side of the counter, gives it back to you, and you go outside, basking in the sun, take a sip of that cream soda.
Just sucking it down.
And then 20 minutes later, you have a stomach ache because you have cream soda on your tummy. It's 98 degrees outside.
And you're riding your bicycle as fast as you can so you don't shit your pants. Totally.
Which you probably did.
Speaking of the corner store, I remember getting a little bit older. So we did that for years. You might get you a pack of baseball cards.
Maybe,
You
yeah.
might get some gum. Maybe some Big League Chew.
If you have enough in your pocket, you might grab a Mad magazine, but then you're going to have to roll it up and put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's got to fit in them pockets.
I never liked to compromise their integrity. I couldn't do it. I'm a purist.
Because you roll it up and then the pages are going to get,
Yeah, it makes a weird wave when you open it. It's just never the same as it is fresh off the rack. I remember we'd get a little bit older, and one of my friends, my friend Duncan that I grew up with, we went to the corner store. That's what we did. We went to the corner store. We'd buy a soda or a novelty, a toy. Well, one time things were different. He bought a pack of rubbers, and my life was never the same.
So
They tasted great.
is there an age limit to buying rubbers? You don't see that. Like you see, like you have to be 18 or over to buy a pack of cigarettes. Now it's 21 and over, which is fucking ridiculous, but whatever.
Just don't smoke.
Just don't smoke. I don't smoke.
Right, me neither.
Man. But you think there'd be an age limit on buying rubbers?
One would think.
Because if a kid rolls up on his Huffy, well, to have the Fanta and Bazooka Joe and Ultra Ribbed. What?
Let's see. I'll have a cream soda, a pack of Garbage Pail Kids, and some fucking Magnums. That was the moment his balls dropped, and he's a man.
But okay, for what? Because he wasn't having sex. Hopefully, he just wanted to have those condoms, right? And you open them up. You open one up. You know you're going to keep one, because there's usually like a 3-pack.
3-pack, 5-pack.
Yeah.
But no, rarely did you find one rubber for sale.
No, you could find them in usually in those same corner stores in the bathroom for like 75 cents. There was those little, dude, every now and then I'll be on a road trip and I'll stop at a shitty gas station and it'll be there and my God, it's so fucking glorious. And I don't have any change. I want one.
Totally.
It's that not chrome, just some fucking shitty metal box.
Like a beige box.
And it's got, usually it's called not Lakini's juice, but it's called what's the Pandora's box? And it's filled with sexual mysteries.
One of 4 novelties.
Yeah, like a French tickler or some shit like that. And the other one's cologne, and then the other one's like a lube or something.
And if you're really lucky, you might find one that has like horny goat weed, like a little cocaine baggie full of horny goat weed.
I bought horny goat weed from a little corner store in our town called Oops, I Forgot. Because I forgot I was 9. But I bought... And I never used it. I was just always carried around like it was cool.
Yeah. It's a status symbol, man.
Yeah.
Much like buying the pack of rubbers. I remember you know what? Now that I think about it, he actually did buy a single rubber. So you had your 3-packs.
Was someone selling them outside, loose rubbers?
Lucy's. Giving a whole new meaning to the term Lucy. They were probably all loose back then. We had tiny dicks. We were 14. But yeah, you'd have your 3-packs of your Trojan, your
Durex,
your Skins. There was all kinds.
Skins was the one that were made out of the goat skin, right?
think so.
If you're allergic to whatever.
Yeah.
There were vinyl condoms too, I think. Not vinyl. That's not the word I'm looking for. God, no, it hurts.
Sandpaper.
There it is.
All right. But he, beside all those on the back wall, because you got to keep them out of reach.
Yeah.
You don't want kids stealing your rubbers.
Or anybody.
Yeah. Kids, adults, anybody. I mean, would you say more adults steal rubbers or kids?
I'm going to say kids.
You think so?
Yeah,
Because they ain't using them.
But they want them.
Yeah.
You put anything within kids' reach. I'm surprised there's anything in a store out for a kid to just grab.
Totally.
Especially you go to a gas station in the candy section, and candy goes all the way to the floor. I'm like, that is prime pickings for some even I stole a lot of shit when I was like 4, not knowing that I'm stealing.
Right. You just take it, you
It's
open
like
it, start eating
Skittles.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so we had all our multi-packs of rubbers, but he just wanted that first rubber. It was a big day for him.
My first rubber.
It's like bright yellow, like a little red tip.
Tycho's my first rubber.
Yeah. He bought a pack, or not a pack, a single, and tell me if you remember this brand, banana condoms.
I definitely remember banana condoms.
Had a big old gorilla
Yep.
on the packaging, and it was in one of those like big bins that you'd like get a single piece of bubble gum out of, or like now like they put phone accessories in those bins, like those big, like almost like a goldfish bowl.
Yeah, it's like I want to get rid of this shit, or they'll put like the really shitty phone charging cables in there. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Exactly. But yeah, he got a banana condom, and I remember we walked out and he bought it. So I don't know about now, but there was not an age limit back then, and he bought it, and we go outside. And he flashes this thing out like it was $100 bill.
Well, no,
you know?
I'm sure as soon as he whipped it out there, like and like you guys are like, what,
dude? And I remember taking it from him, and like you would like squish it around in the package, and like the lube was in there, and you'd feel it kind of shift around as you're rolling this rubber around in the package. Like, whoa. I'm like, hey, if you think it feels that good, put it on. You know, that was kind of a Mark Norman. Sorry, put it on. All right,
put it on.
Comedy. But yeah, so he got the banana condom. Where do you think that condom went? Right after we were done passing
it went right in
around.
his wallet.
Yep.
You keep it in your wallet because it makes you look cool. You want that ring in the wallet.
100%.
And it doesn't take long for that ring to form.
No, he put it in his wallet, his leather, Levi's wallet or whatever it was back then.
That he got for Christmas.
Yeah, from his grandma. She's like, here, you got plenty of room for your rubbers. Merry Christmas. Your single rubber.
Okay, I got wallets for Christmas.
You ever get a good one?
I got a good Fossil one year.
Okay.
But my thought is this. But no, they're always like either off-brand or whatever. But I always
Arizona Gene Company.
Yeah, and it had like you could put your fucking, what size of pictures of those? Like the picture.
A wallet size.
A wallet size picture. And there's like 8 and like, okay, I'm 12. Who am I going to put pictures of in here? I don't have any cash. Dad, you give me $20 a week. Like, what am I going to put in here?
A young man's wallet is a barren wasteland of anything.
Well, there's a condom in there.
That's right. Taking it. Listen, you know that like the thing in the 80s movies where proud dads would show the pictures and they'd like accordion out?
Yeah.
You rip that out, more room for a rubber. There you go. It didn't take long for Duncan's wallet to get the ring in the wallet. Mm-hmm. And again, that was like a badge of honor. Yeah. It was like, hey, let me pay for this just so you can pull your wallet out and show the ring. Yeah, like kind of like cowboys do with like Skull.
Yeah, dude, we went to school with some cowboys, like real shit kickers, and they would purposely put things in their wallet that would look like Skull to have that circle in their back pocket.
Do you remember when, and they probably still do, I just haven't seen it in years, when you could buy beef jerky, like very finely shredded beef jerky that resembled dip?
Oh, yeah. And
it was meant to eat, but I would stick it in my gum.
Me too.
Between the old cheek and gum.
Well, my dad was a Skull Bandit man, and it came in the exact same kind of canister.
Yep.
And I remember getting it. So you had that and Big League Chew, which was also supposed to be dip.
Like chaw.
Like
chew, yeah.
So those are two things that were geared towards children.
Well, they had candy cigarettes too.
And everyone talks about they had candy cigarettes. No one talks about the dip, the dip treats.
Yep.
And now it's vape pens.
Yep. I went to the vape shop today. I haven't smoked a cigarette in like 2.5, 3 years. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I vape though. Sometimes I need to scratch the itch, and I have a little kind of inconspicuous. I don't have one of them big robot dicks. I used to. Like when I quit smoking, I was like, if I'm gonna quit smoking cigarettes, I need something that's really gonna scratch the itch.
Yeah.
So I went out and bought this huge mech mod or maybe it had a screen on it, and
you look like Al from fucking Quantum Leap.
Exactly.
Like Ziggy says.
Yes. It was like 8 pounds. It was huge. It took 2 batteries. It was massive, and you'd put out ludicrous amounts of vape smoke. I'd be chucking mad clouds, bro.
Yeah.
Be chucking tits. That's what they call it at the vape shop.
I remember that.
But now I have a very small, kind of pocketable, inconspicuous vape.
Sure.
I could never do like the blue,
like
the e-cig that looks like a cigarette.
Yeah, what was that actor that was Duff? something Duff.
Oh man, Patrick Duffy,
No, he was in Blade.
Duff McKagan,
Oh, Duff McKagan. I'd buy a blue cigarette if Duff McKagan was selling.
Michael Rappaport. Nope.
No.
Michael Malice.
No.
Michael Scott.
Michael Myers.
Damn it.
No.
Okay.
I lost it.
I went in the vape shop, and part of me when I see the commercials during the Thunder games where it's like vape companies are marketing towards kids.
Yeah.
My first reaction's like, fuck you. No, they're not. I've never seen a kid in a vape shop. Ever.
No.
Especially purchasing something.
Well, it's funny you say that. I was laying in bed last night watching Pluto TV. If you're not familiar with Pluto TV, it's fantastic. I don't have cable, so this Pluto TV app makes me feel as though I'm back in the 90s watching cable TV because there's a live TV section and it looks like you're scrolling through like shows. But there's commercials. That's how they pay for it being free.
Right.
And this commercial, if you have an app that's Hulu does this a lot too, and they'll play the same commercial like 15 fucking times.
Hulu is terrible about that, dude.
Annoying. So there was this ad for this vape cartridge, this vape thing, and there was a hip hop beat song.
Okay.
It was a jingle for the for the thing, and it had this like super cool it looked like it was geared towards not kids but like teenagers. Like, hey man, smoking's hip.
Right.
And the first time I was like, that was weird. And then it just keeps playing this commercial every time there's a commercial.
Yeah.
And by the time I watch it the third, I go, okay, that's enough. You're marketing towards teenagers.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, my first reaction was like, fuck you, bullshit. But when I went to the vape shop today, there are a few things I enjoy less than going to a vape shop.
Anal warts.
Yep. I'm talking from experience, dude. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Because it's like murky and cloudy and it's just overwhelming because there's so much. So I'm looking for some vape juice, right? I got to refill my juice pod.
There's always some terrible music blasting.
Dude, it was like some horrible mumble rap when I went in today. They call me Robbie Hip Hop. I like good hip hop, but not this mumble rap shit. Listen, get a job, quit bleaching your hair and dyeing it the color of the rainbow. And soliciting underage girls. Canceled.
It's a cancel.
We might talk about that next week. I go in there and my mind changed. I was like, yep, this all looks like toys. This all looks like children's treats. We talked about those Skittles bags on the floor? Same thing.
It's like out.
Dude, what normal adult would buy a vape juice called Hubba Dubba Bubble Bubble Double? Whatever they're calling it,
Yeah.
It's just like, if I'm vaping to try to quit smoking, or maybe if you just enjoy vaping, do I want a bubblegum flavored vape juice?
Do I want Unicorn's Dream or Creamsicle? No, dude.
They had one called Dolphin Titties.
Dolphin titties.
Which dolphins don't even have titties.
No, but now I'm trying to picture a dolphin with titties, and
Yeah,
that's
well, that'd be kind of hot. I'll draw one.
getting a little chubby over here.
Yeah. So yeah, I ended up going with this isn't much better. I'm going to be honest and say it. I went with a nice key lime pie crumble.
Well, you're the key lime kid.
I am.
You like a good key lime.
But yeah, going in the vape shop's weird. Now that things are open again, we're getting back to normalcy. Have you done anything normal lately?
Yeah, actually, man, I did today. For the second time, I sat down at a restaurant, and I've been one of these adamant. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay home, go to work. I'll go see my sister and shit. Or if it's a backyard birthday, where we can social distance, I'll do that. But I'm not going anywhere in public. The other day at lunch, I get a hankering for a nice falafel sandwich. I can't figure out where to go. There's a lot of different places to get a good falafel sandwich in the town we work.
Let me tell you, hankering for falafel, it's quite a hankering.
It's big.
Because that is a
it's specific.
Specific hankering.
Nothing else is going to get it. You can say burger,
right?
Burrito,
Get a burger anywhere.
Anywhere can scratch that itch. It's got to be the right one. So I go to this restaurant. I'm just going to go in and get it to go. And I happen to notice this place is totally empty. They have when I say tiny patio, literally enough room to put a booth table.
A two-top.
And it's locked. And he's like, here to go. And I do the, huh? And then I look at the patio. Is that available? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit out there.
So you're easing back into the dining
Easing back.
experience.
Well, I had to unlock the door myself and then go out. Sat down. And I'm sitting on this patio, and I take my mask off slowly. And I'm looking around like, this feels weird to be sitting in a booth.
Yeah.
He brought my food. It was great. Today, didn't have a hankering for anything. I decided on a whim. I drove by it. The patio is totally empty. I'm going to go check out Sunnyside Diner.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my mask on. I see everyone inside eating, no mask, not giving a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I creep the door open like a fucking weirdo. Can I sit outside? Yeah. I go out there again. I wait till she comes over. She's fully masked, wearing gloves. So I take my mask off. I'm like, I'm outside. Stop being a pussy. You're outside.
Yeah.
She Lysols my thing, my menu, gives it to me. And I order my meal, and I'm hanging outside, having a cheeseburger and homemade chips. And it felt great. But it's because no one was around. Now, when people would kind of walk by me to go inside, I'm like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm ready for a full sit down inside.
Right.
Have you done that?
I have eaten in a restaurant twice
Mm-hmm.
in the last, 2 weeks. The first one, I had to run down to Norman for a work errand. And I was like, while I'm in Norman, I'm going to drive by old Van's Pig Stand, see what's happening on the barbecue tip. And I ain't talking bird ends. I walk in. It was the day that they started dine-in again. Mm-hmm. There was no one in there because I'm sure most people thought they were still closed. Yeah. I walk in and I ask them, I say, hey, is the dining room open? They're like, yeah, sit wherever you want. Just don't sit here, and don't sit here, and don't sit here.
Yeah, like taped off.
Yeah, they're like police taped off half the booths, which I get it. You know?
Okay.
So I order my sandwich. I'm usually a sliced brisket man, but I had a hankering for just a boring, simple pulled pork sandwich.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Fucking good, man. So I order it, and I sit down, and I'm eating, and there was a couple more people over the time I was there, kind of trickled in, sat socially distanced away from me. Mm-hmm. And yeah, dude, it was eerie. It's like I almost forgot what eating in a restaurant was like. It's been so long. Yeah. And it's only been a few months, but that's, how long does it take
to program your brain? Yeah, I was sitting there and it's like, okay, is it cool for me to touch? Can I touch the ketchup? Do I not touch the ketchup? What do I do here? What do I put on gloves? I don't know what to do anymore.
I imagine you reaching for the ketchup and Pootie Tang's dad's belt comes out and whoosh, don't touch that ketchup, boy.
Yeah. That's exactly how it felt. It was fucking weird. It felt like dream statey.
Yeah, and I was like, can I go get my own refill? Yeah. What do we do? And today I went to a little establishment called Jimmy John's, James Jonathan's, if you will. And I walk in and there's hardly anybody in there. And I get my sandwich and I sit at the furthest table from everything, which is the ones by the front door. Mm-hmm. And there's no one around. I sit down and eat, and I'm facing the front door, and I'm just watching the world go by. And this family comes in. There was probably 6 or 7 of them. I'm guessing there was an uncle thrown in the mix or something, but it was a dad, a mom, 3 kids, and then 2 other adults. And nobody's wearing masks. Nobody's nothing. And they go to start to order. And then the dad starts giving the guy behind the counter a hard time because he is wearing a mask. And let me paint a picture, if I may.
Go on. I have him in my head, but I want to see if it matches up with him.
Okay. He's like a motocross dad. He's short. He's stocky. He's got cargo shorts on.
Does he look like the dude from Tiger King, the quote rich guy?
Kind of like that. Yeah, flat brim hat. Yeah, got the Oakleys on top of the hat, goatee. Just a real Monster Energy drinker.
A douchebag.
Yeah, total and sunburnt. Yeah, angry, and he's talking so loud. By this time, they've filed past me and they're at the counter. They're probably 15, 20 feet behind me, and the guy's like, "Hey, man, they pay you enough to wear that mask?" And the guy was like, well, sir, I'm just wearing it for my protection and your protection. We deal with a lot of people every day. Super nice young man.
Good response.
Well, this thing's a whole fucking hoax. And he's cursing and yelling, talking real loud. And he's like, this whole thing's a fucking hoax. These numbers are bullshit, and I don't think that you should be wearing a mask. And then he got on the whole like, as a customer, I was just like,
boy.
oh, you entitled dickhead.
Yeah.
And I make eye contact with the daughter. The kids were probably, it was a boy and a girl. They were probably around 14 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, like, I look over, like, get a load of this guy. And I lock eyes with the daughter, and she could not have looked more embarrassed.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, you got to live with this? Like, so everywhere you go, does he do his little routine, his little COVID bit?
Conspiracy theory dad. That's a thing that's been popping up a lot lately. And I don't mean to tell anyone what to think or how to feel about things, but it seems to me like every 4 to 8 years, the conspiracy theory tip shifts.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, Obama's a Muslim and he wasn't born in the States and blah, blah, blah. Flip it. Hillary Clinton's a pedophile, and then flip it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
It's always something new. It's like you could roll 100-sided die and just pick your poison,
dude.
pick your flavor, you know?
It blows my mind that people are like offended by wearing a mask. I'm not asking you to like not work and not feed your kids. All I'm asking is when you go out in public, put a goddamn mask on. Do you have COVID? Probably not. Are you going to come into contact with someone with COVID? Probably not. Do you know that for sure? No, probably not. Probably not. But don't be a dick. Okay, if you're not going to wear a mask, don't be a dick and, hey, man, why are you wearing a mask?
Dude, it made
I'm at my place of work.
Yeah, I deal with assholes like you all day. That's why I'm wearing a mask. I felt bad for this kid.
Because I'm touching your food, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, exactly. I felt bad for the kid.
Yeah.
He doesn't get paid enough to deal with this fucking Chad, this Kyle, this whatever you call him, you know? And on the way out, the kid behind the counter actually was taking out the trash by the front door. And I could hear him like grumbling about it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I looked at him and I was trying to be cool. And I don't know if it sounded as cool as I pictured it sounding. But I look at him and I go, hey, man, hang in there. You're doing a good job. And
nice.
I know that he knew that I was referencing that dad.
Yeah.
You know, because I saw it all go down. I heard it all go down. You could not hear it. And listen, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't like wearing the mask. It's hot. You know, you have to smell your own shitty breath all the time.
Well, you wear glasses sometimes. It'll
Yeah,
fog that
yes,
shit up.
dude.
Yeah, you smell your breath, and sometimes you can't breathe. If you're wearing...
Makes you kind of claustrophobic.
Yeah. I don't like not being able to breathe. It's not comfortable. I wouldn't choose it. I bet like the techno goths are fucking loving it though.
Yeah.
With like their giant weird like
Double chambered hosed.
hot pink ends on the filters.
Got a carburetor, bro.
Oh boy.
Check it out.
And they're probably vaping through it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a built-in vaping mechanism with like, you know, unicorn farts juice. You know.
That's a good juice.
My favorite. But yeah, I was just like, this is bullshit. This kid does not deserve this. And then, but I agree, man. It's like, you know, like we have to wear masks at work. Like to be totally honest, man, like if I got to run to Ace Hardware, sometimes like I don't wear a mask, but I make damn sure I'm socially distanced from everybody.
Yeah.
Like I don't get up in anybody's business. I'm courteous.
It's one or the other.
But if I go to like I'm talking Ace Hardware, small store, not a lot of people in there.
But you're at a grocer,
Walmart,
put that shit on.
Lowe's, whatever. Oh yeah, I do. I mask up, man. And you know, I carry the hand sanitizer. I wash my hands. I'm aware, like, don't put your fingers in your mouth, you know?
Don't scratch your eyes. Don't do anything. You should be scratching your eyes anyway. That's bad.
It's
go blind.
Terrible for you.
Terrible for you.
But yeah, it was a weird thing. So much like you, I don't know if I'm ready to reintegrate yet.
Not yet.
You know, I'm a homebody, man. So like, even when I was working from home and not doing much, like, it didn't. I'd get a little stir crazy sometimes, but it never really took a toll on me.
Yeah.
Like, because we were also like going through, we were doing our break from the show, so I didn't really have much to do other than work and eat and sleep. You know?
We weren't like editing or planning a next episode or booking a guest or whatever. Yeah, it was like I said before, the first initial almost month was kind of nice. because I had all this time and I was cleaning my house more. I was doing more things around the house, projects, and then making more music and doing like videos and things like that. And then I started slowly going back to work. So yeah, I never really had that like, God damn it, I want to get out of the house, which is what I see here, like all these Chads and Karens doing, bitching about, I want out of the house, I want to get a haircut. Okay, go.
Dude, I shaved my head during the quarantine.
Me too. Yeah.
And I still haven't gotten a haircut. I look like Bobby Hill right now. It is not a good look. It's long on the sides. It's covering my ears. It looks bad, but you know what? I'm just rolling with it, man. A haircut can fucking wait.
Until you can get one. Until
Yeah,
it's
a good one.
safe to get a good one.
And I thought about shaving my head again.
Yeah.
Because I did, you know, going from having some hair to shaving your head, you know, you're rubbing your hair all the time.
All the time.
It feels
Feels
really
good.
good. But, you know, I don't really want to shave it again because I already did that. I already got that initial, like, shock value.
Yeah, and you probably don't do it now because I don't know about you, but I burn in the summer. And if
Yes.
you have a shaved head, you're begging for a burnt scalp.
They call me Tenderhead. So, no burns for this boy.
Is that your penis?
I'll leave it up to you. A little theater of the mind. But yeah, it's wild, and I don't know for sure if I'm ready to reintegrate.
No, not at all. I mean, we have the Pusa coming this weekend, actually. And I'm nervous about that.
The old Trumpsters coming to Oklahoma.
I feel weird about it. I don't mind that he's coming. That's fine. I mean, he picked a weird day.
He changed the day.
He did change the day, but he did pick a really convenient. But he moved it back, like, and I heard today. So it's a venue that houses 19,000 people, and God knows it's gonna fill out.
I thought it was at the BOK.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they've added a second venue.
Like a satellite location.
My thing is this. He ain't there, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to pay money to go see, like, Bruce Springsteen. And they're like, well, we ran out of tickets, but if you go to this other one, we'll put it on a Jumbotron for you. Like, who
Like-
gives a shit?
A washed out Jumbotron with terrible sound.
In a worse convention center.
Yeah.
It'll probably be the one that we saw fucking Neil Young at.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yep.
70s as fuck. Like, I guess if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But you're putting yourself at risk. I'm really worried about what that's going to do for the numbers.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm going to watch it on TV just because, you know, it's in Oklahoma. I want to see if it's the first one.
Yeah, he hasn't been to Oklahoma.
So, well, it's
Oh,
the
it's first
first
round,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
since-
So,
yeah.
twofold. It's the first one in Oklahoma, and it's the first one since they stopped for a while. So, I'm just curious to see, especially because I'll tell you what, man, this rally is taking place in a very different United States than the last one.
Yeah.
A lot has happened betwixt the two rallies. So I'm going to watch it. You know, I like having some ammo, like to either make fun of him or whatever, you know, or support certain things. I've said it before on the show and I'll say it again. I don't think everything Trump has done is bad. I do think he's a pig. I think he's silly. I think he's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But like
He's
some
not equipped for the job.
No.
I mean, it's-
and that's as far as my Trump support goes.
Sure.
Is like I agree with certain, and I mean very certain things that the guy's done on a business standpoint. But let's be honest, like next, but not Biden either. So what do I do?
Oh, we're in a pickle. That's what the
Dude,
kids call a
and
pickle.
I will say this: whoever, regardless of who you support or if you don't support anybody, I feel like that these debates are gonna get ugly. They're gonna get ugly, man.
Yeah.
Because they were ugly between Trump and Hillary,
Yeah.
and this is even more of a celebrity death match if I've ever seen one.
Well, Trump was like, he was a name caller. There was this whole thing last time. You know,
Yeah.
like tired, whatever the fuck his name was.
There was Sleepy Joe,
Sleepy Joe,
Crooked Hillary, Lion Ted.
He called Ted Cruz's wife ugly. Like, what's he gonna do to poor Joe? Dude's a fucking pedophile. Fuck him. Like, I don't care if you actually diddled kids. Touching kids like that is fucking creepy and weird, and I consider it pedophilia.
Getting a sniff.
Getting him a sniff.
We're getting off on a tangent.
Anywho.
Yeah. So listen, you have something on the list here, but I want to preface it real quick.
Okay.
I want to save it for next week.
Okay.
And it says summer songs or movies.
Yes.
Now, I want to talk about that, but I'd kind of like to have a little time to think about it. Maybe formulate a list, maybe a top 3 of each.
Sure.
So, top 3 summer songs, top 3 summer movies. We teased you a little bit with the summer treats earlier in the show.
Yeah.
But let's think about it. Maybe kick off the show next time with that, because I'd like to be equipped. I'd like to be well informed. I'd like to do my research.
Definitely.
But I also implore our listeners, email us your top 3 summer songs and or summer movies.
Right.
boys@boyspodcast.com. Send them in. It'll take you 10 minutes. Take you 10 minutes to type an email. What are you, 90?
What are you, Biden?
Yeah. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe think about it for 10 minutes. Then it takes 10 seconds
Or if
to
you're
type.
an email fan, tweet us at tweets@boys.
Tweets of Boys.
Tweets
yeah,
of
that's
Boys.
right.
Hit us up on. You could DM us on Instagram. Message us on Facebook. Post it to our wall. Maybe post a music video if there's a cool summer music video that you like.
Yeah,
There's
fucking
a lot of them out of there.
hit us up.
Yeah.
Let us know because, feedback is awesome. And it just gives us more to kind of chew on, if you will.
Definitely.
But yeah. All right, dude. We got to get out of here.
Got to wrap it up.
Thank you all for
Like
listening.
the banana condom.
That's right. Wrap your nanner with a banana condom. He also, later, he had a different condom brand. Just a quick side note.
Uh-huh.
It was called Black Magic. And it was a black rubber. And I was like, whoa.
I doubt either of those actually did their job. You're going to get herp or make a baby.
It's going to get around the cock base, at least. But yeah, Black Magic. I was like, ooh, spooky. Like Santana's Black Magic Woman's
Yeah.
playing. There's like incense going and some big old 70s tits.
Speaking of summer jams, fucking Santana.
Dude,
Full of them.
I've been listening to, I listen to bad music as much as I listen to good music. Music that I think is bad because sometimes the song gets stuck in my head. And the only way to get rid of it is to listen to it. Or better yet, torment my girlfriend with the YouTube video.
Yeah.
And it's, I forget who it exactly is, but I think Wyclef's a part of it. But featuring Carlos Santana,
Oh,
Maria
yeah.
Maria.
Yeah, Maria, yeah.
She reminds me of a West Side Story. So cheesy, though. To the sound of the guitar, played by Carlos Santana. So
Yeah.
fucking cheesy.
That Santana record was bad,
Dude,
but it was a summer jam.
It was. So, yeah, hit us up with your favorites.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll read some on the show next week. And I think that's time for us to say goodbye. We'll see you next week.
Bye.